So I was taken from my parents at the age of 1 and put into foster care with me and my 3 brothers and a sister that I've never met. So we were in foster care because my parents' actions were why we got put in foster care. So we went from a few homes, even there having a rough life. Then we finally got adopted when I was 3. So I would say my childhood was good. I enjoyed being a child and everything, having fun, going outside, playing football and everything. And then one day, my parents told me I had Tourette's. So then I was just all the questions in my brain started thinking like, what does that mean for me? Like, does it make me not normal anymore? What does it mean to me? So I would just lay my head back, slap myself. I'd like do certain stuff. So then a few years later, I found out I was adopted. So just adding on to being bullied already. Now I found out I was adopted. Like, these are 2 totally not normal things. Like, that threw me into depression because I'm like, yes, my adoptive parents love me, but why don't my biological parents love me if my adoptive ones do? And don't they love their kids enough to where they would want to care for them? They want to be parents to them. I just want to be loved. It was fine arts. My youth pastor challenged me like, hey, I want you to do a short sermon. It's my testimony. And when I got done, I just broke down crying because I'm like, the Lord would bless me with this kind of story that he wrote and how I loved it. And then after that, it was a youth camp where I finally got told, I feel like the Lord's calling me to children's ministry. So as I began doing children's ministries, like volunteering, all that just experience is priceless. So they taught me how to do sound, taught me how to preach to kids, taught me how to interact with kids. So back then, I was already planning on going to a different college, but like something inside me doesn't feel right about going to this certain college. So then one Wednesday night, talked to this youth leader that I'm close with. I'm like, something doesn't feel right, so he prayed for me. Went back, sat down, told the Lord, like, look, where do you want me to go? He said, go to CFNI. I said, I'm not going to CFNI. My parents went there. So he blessed me with finances to go to CFNI. So, and then I started CFNI, did children's ministry classes, just the experience and what I've learned here. Like, I've grown so much. So it was the moment I walked into KFN, I felt accepted. So, and then the very last week at KFN is what they call Preteen Impact. It was Wednesday night where they say everything happens. I was standing there like saying, Lord, heal me. And 2 interns came and prayed for me. And right when they touched me, I felt all this heat and everything up my body. And the heat stopped and my head started hurting really, really bad. And then they got done praying and walked off. I just fell to the ground, ugly crying. I'm like, Lord, what is this? Like, I don't cry randomly. So a few months later, the Lord told me, like, I'm healing your Tourette's. So all this crying is from my promises coming true and how I'm gonna heal your Tourette's like it was promised 3 years ago at CFNI. I want to speak to if you're dealing with rejection, if you have an ailment in your body, and if you're adopted, just let me be a living testimony. Like, he will heal you. He will be there for you. Because if he can do it for me, he'll do it for you.